Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to talk about Norma Verticalis, and here at the side you can see the diagrammatic representation of Norma Verticalis for the reference showing different part of Norma Verticalis. So let's start our topic with introduction. Norma Verticalis refers to a superior or top view of skull. It highlights the clavaria that are cranial vault and provides insight into bones and suture that found the rounded dome protecting the brain. This view is especially useful in neurosurgery, osteology, and forensic anthropology. Now let's talk about what are the bones visible from this view or Norma Verticalis view. From this superior perspective, you can observe portion of five major cranial bones. They include frontal bone that forms the forehead and anterior portion of clavaria, two parietal bones that make up the central and largest part of vault, one on each side, occipital bone that contributes to the posterior part of clavaria, and minor sagittal edges of temporal bone that are barely visible on the sides depending on the angle. Now let's talk about key sutures that are visible. They include coronal suture, that is the suture between frontal and parietal bone. It runs side to side across the top of the skull. Then is the sagittal suture that is present between the two parietal bones. It runs front to back along the midline. Third is lambdoid suture that is present between the parietal and occipital bone. It has distinctive curved serrated appearance near the posterior skull. Now let's talk about landmarks that are visible from Norma Verticalis. They include brecma, that is the junction point of coronal and sagittal suture, as you can see here in diagram. Lambda, that is junction of sagittal and lambdoid suture, as you can see here in the diagram. Parietal eminence, that is slight bulging marking the center of ossification for each parietal bone. These parts are critical reference markers for fetal development and radiological positioning. Now let's talk about clinical significance of Norma Verticalis. First is fontanellis in infants that correspond to these junctions and allow for skull flexibility during birth and brain growth. Second, it aids in detecting craniosynostosis, that is a condition where suture fuse prematurely. Third, it is used as a guide in neurosurgical procedure to access the brain. Now let's talk about conclusion of this lecture video. Norma Verticalis gives a commanding view of cranial dome, revealing how perfectly sculpted bone plates meet to shield our most precious organ, that is brain. It is a view that showcases both the elegance and engineering of the human skull. And this was all about Norma Verticalis. Hopefully you liked the video. If you do, don't forget to like, share, subscribe and comment. Thank you for watching.